Managing Director of Hamelin Gold, Peter Bewick, is with us today, and there's lots to discuss, but we're going to start with the Venus Gold project that is located in WA in the Murchison Goldfield, and it's been big news lately. You've just picked up a second tenement. I think it's only about a month since you picked up the first. Can you please tell us about the Venus Gold project? What has attracted you, and what is happening there?
Yeah, well, firstly, great to see you, Danielle. And the Venus is a really emerging and very important project for Hamelin. We pegged these tenements quite some time ago, and getting them to grant is a real milestone. So we had the first one granted only about a month ago, and now the second just last week. So we now see ourselves one of the largest landholders in the Kew district. So Kew is a town just between Mount Magnet and Meekatharra within the Murchison Goldfield. And it's an area where we targeted where there really is some amazing gold deposits in the region, some very large multi-million ounce systems. And really there is this big gap between the gold systems to the north and south, and that gap is the lake. And we've basically pegged 300 square kilometres, which captures a large area under Lake Austin, where there's been very, very little exploration done to date. With this second tenement granted now, we can start our field programs, which we did just last week. We had the guys up in the field getting on the ground, doing some early stage geochemical work in the outcropping areas. And in January, we get to kick off a detailed airborne magnetic survey, which is one of those sort of real baseline early stage data sets, which this area just hasn't had collected. And that data will really springboard us into testing some key targets early in the year.
And let's discuss one that your followers will be more familiar with, the West Tanami Gold Project. Now that's in a bit of an area of WA known for harsher elements. So I understand it's going to be slightly less busy over the summer months, but you do have results from there because you have wrapped up recently.
We have, yeah. So the last lot of drilling results were reported a few weeks ago, and that was from our Jazz project, which is quite an advanced gold exploration target, which we generated ourselves and got it through to RC drilling, which produced some really interesting and open gold system there, which we're very keen to get back to. And even as exciting as the South Fremlands area, which is it's the other side of the project. It might not seem like very far away, but it's 100 kilometres away, so it's a very big project area we work with up there. And there we did some infill aircore drilling and really tightened up what looks like a very strong sort of 600 metre long 1 gram per tonne gold anomaly, which is still shallow early stage drilling, but we want to do some more detailed drilling there to really focus on the high grade core to that system. And we'll be really keen to get back there at the break of or the end of the wet season and get back in there and get some drilling done early on in the new year.
Now, Peter, just a bit of a bigger picture mention here. We really do need to celebrate because Hamelin Gold has spun out of Encounter, and Encounter has been awarded AMEC Prospector of the Year. Now, it's an award that they don't even give out every year. So tell us, what does this mean to you?
Oh, it's a fantastic recognition of actually 2 decades of really hard greenfields exploration. We're a company or Encounter was a company that set up in 2006 to go out to the middle of nowhere looking for these real tier 1 large scale mineral systems, with the concept that there weren't that many. The big explorers have really given up on it, and this was an opportunity for a small company to fill a void. Now, it's been a real struggle of funding it all the way through these last 2 decades, but we've been incredibly successful. We've opened up an entirely new province in the West Arunta, and the team get the chance to last Friday night to really celebrate the accomplishments of the team, and it's only bigger and better from here. And it's very much the strategy which has been brought in by Hamelin as well. We want to find the gold systems that are buried in amongst known gold corridors that just haven't been explored due to maybe lack of data or physical issues like things like lakes, which we're very comfortable operating in and under. And we really look forward to sort of feeling some of the same success that Encounter has. So it's been a great journey and far from over.
Oh, really, congratulations again to you and your team. That is quite the achievement. I know it's hotly contested, but I mean, it's that time of year. So let's summarize. How does 2025 been for Hamelin Gold, and how is that setting you up for 2026?
Yeah, look, it's been a really transformational year. We started our company 4 years ago as the Tanami Gold Explorer, and since very early on, we sort of made that approach to sort of widen our net a bit wider than just the Tanami, because it does have that seasonality issue that really slows us down over summer. So in the last 12 months, we've seen 2 of our key projects granted in the southern half of WA, and we've really re-energized the portfolio. We're getting to the business end at the West Tanami, where we're going to either find a deposit or not, and now we've really replenished the portfolio with some outstanding opportunities, which we are very, very keen to kick off in 2026.
And we look forward to following all of that as it happens. Thanks so much for joining us today, Peter.
Cheers, Danielle.